Hello, friends. Today I am again speaking about creating harmonious relationships. And today I'd like to talk about a very beautiful thing that we all observed in Swami Kriyananda. And that is that Swami always related to each of us and to every person that he met with their highest potential in mind. He was very respectful to children, for example. He never talked down to them or talked baby talk, anything like that. He addressed them as human beings with respect, with joy, with interest in what they had to say. And he would relate to them as another soul, not as someone with a very large age gap that he was talking down to. It was always with respect and dignity and genuine interest. So we can utilize those principles in our daily lives by always thinking in terms of respecting others and relating to the highest in them. I'm reminded of Saint Augustine, whose mother was also a great saint. And Augustine, as a young man, was a bit of a playboy and very wild in his youth. And his mother prayed for him. She prayed deeply, unceasingly. And one has to suspect that her prayers had a great influence on the fact that Augustine became a great saint. He set aside his wild ways and instead focused all of his energy on finding God and being in tune with God. So when we care for others and we see them going down a trail that's we believe is not going to be good for them, we need to pray for them and keep holding that highest up to them to be reflected. And not in so many words, but with our energy to keep showing them, you are better than this. You can do better. You have more to offer. You have great potential. Lift your energy. Concentrate. Find inner peace. All those things that we want for other people, we can help influence them by modeling that ourselves, refusing to get drawn into contention or being irritated, refusing, letting that go, not going there, and by praying and holding up the highest. So we need to remember that everyone is a child of God. We don't need to absolutely rule another person's life and make sure that everything is all lined up for them and they're safe and they're protected and they're comfortable and they're well-fed and they're everything. We don't need to do that. It's actually much, much better for ourselves and for those we love if we keep remembering that they don't belong to us, they belong to God. And we need to give them over to God and not keep such a tight grip on them that they can't move. Rather, we need to trust that God is taking care of them. Give them over to God whenever we feel that tension of attachment. Release it into God and give it to them. Them to Him. This is the way to have more harmony, to feel relaxation and joy in our relationships, and not to feel overprotective or fearful or contentious, but rather to relax and enjoy the blessing that it truly is to have loved ones in our lives. And let's make the most of that precious opportunity and love them with God's love, hold up their highest potential, and give them into God's hands.